Welcome back to another episode of En La Calle. I'm your host, Shadow, and I'm here with a very special guest all the way from Washington, D.C. The one and only DJ Machado is in the
Yeah,
building.
what
What's
up?
good,
What up? What
Machado?
up? What's going on?
Man, it's been a minute since you were out here. You were out here in the summertime, right?
Yeah, I think it was like probably like August.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
now you get to experience the winter, the
the
rain,
rain.
what Portland is known for.
Yeah,
We are gray, rainy, and cold for probably 70% of the year. And then we get a solid 4 months of sunshine and nice
yeah.
weather. So, welcome. We are hyped to have you back. It's about to
Nah,
be another
definitely,
crazy set. I already
definitely, man,
know.
definitely. Thanks
What,
for
what can
having
we
me,
expect, bro?
man. Definitely, I'm gonna try to bring it another level up from what we did last time for
Ooh,
sure.
okay.
There's a lot of new music out,
Yep.
especially Bad Bunny had his new album.
Yep.
Y'all got some new music, so definitely high energy tonight for
Hell
sure.
yeah, hell yeah.
For sure.
Well, since we got you in the studio, man, I wanted to pick your brain a little bit about, where you come from,
Hmm.
a little bit of your story. That way our people can learn a little more about you.
Yeah.
And hopefully like when they see you for the next times you come, you'll get a little more followers out here. So I think let's start from day one, man. Like what's something that got you into music? Let's start like from the beginning. What's the reason?
Man, we gotta take it way back.
Yeah, I want to hear the story of Machado,
Um,
bro.
yeah, nah. So pretty much, I started. I wouldn't consider it DJing yet, but I would say like the passion for music started like a while back, probably like around like I would say like '08 maybe.
Yeah.
I think at that time I was probably like in middle school. But that's back when like LimeWire was out and all that. So
Yeah.
man, my passion was just being on LimeWire, downloading music, and just making like little mixtapes, like trying to mix different
Yeah,
songs
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
sound dope together. But after that, I think it was like around high school. I got my first set. Like my mom bought me my first DJ set.
Nice. What was it?
turntables. Oh, it was some cheap things. It was like some new marks, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, it was just a practice. At first, I
Yeah.
wasn't taking it serious. I was like, let me see what it's
This is-
about.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I started practicing at home every day after school, and eventually I fell in love with it. I did my first party, which was my neighbor's house. Like literally, like
Hey.
that was the first. That's
Like
where
a
it all
family
started.
party?
Yeah, it wasn't even. It was like a little kickback thing. Like,
Okay, okay.
He was like, "Yo, just go play music, just have fun." I was like, "All right, let me do it."
Nice.
And then from there, eventually, like in high school, I was like, "You know what? Let me take it more serious." I started actually like making CDs, like mixtapes.
Yeah.
Recording myself.
Nice.
And then like to this day, like when I listen to it, I'm like, "Yo, like this is horrible." Like I listen to it now, like you see how much you've like grown as
Yeah.
a DJ. But it's like, man, I listen to it now, and it's like, oh, this thing is trash. Like, why did people like it? But I feel like all like my classmates and stuff, like they loved it.
Oh,
And
fire.
I felt like, okay, they're supporting me. So like, let
Nice.
me see where this could take me.
So you were like the DJ in high school?
Yeah, in high school, it was pretty
Dope.
much. I was kind
Dope.
of the only one. Like I would do like the pep rallies and
Oh,
things
sick.
like that. Yeah, so that's kind of where
That's
I really
like-
like started. Then eventually we had like teen events. It was like
Oh,
teen
yeah.
bashes and stuff.
Yeah, like the school party type? Or
No,
it was separate?
it was like you could say like a club for teens.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So all age events, things like that.
Sick.
So we went from there, and then I kind of after high school, that's when I turned 18. So I was like, let me hit up the real clubs.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. The 18 plus.
yeah, the 18 plus. Then eventually,
Is that big out there?
Yeah.
Oh. Where'd you grow up, by the way? Like high school, all that?
So DC, Maryland, in Maryland,
Yeah, Maryland.
pretty DMV area.
Okay.
But
I always get-
I live in Maryland.
I don't know if a lot of people from out here, West Coast, even like truly understand what DMV,
It's not the
saying like DC.
District of Motor Vehicles,
like,
Department of
that-
Motor Vehicles. It's not that.
But what is this? Because I always see like people repping DNV, but
Mhm.
they say Maryland and they also say like
Yeah.
DC. Like what?
So
can
pretty
you
much,
explain that?
it's Maryland, Virginia, and Washington D.C. So I guess what most consider the DMV, it's like a beltway that we call it. It's kind of a highway that it's like a circle.
Oh,
So it's kind of like an interloop. So like if you hop on and just ride the whole highway around, you're gonna hit all three spots. You're gonna go through Maryland. You're gonna go through Virginia.
all the cities too,
Yeah.
like the big cities.
Yeah. So you're gonna not Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
That's up in Maryland, but it doesn't go that high up.
Okay.
But pretty much the 495 interloop, that's kind of what we consider DMV. That's why we call it
okay.
DMV because
Yeah.
it's also close. Like if you
Because
like
I
30
fuck with
minutes,
Gold Link and I always hear
yeah,
him, hear him like
yeah,
repping that
he's,
shit.
he's dope. So pretty much, I mean, just because we're so close,
Yeah.
that's why we consider it DMV.
Okay, so like, let's say like, you want to go to, yeah, like how long does it take basically to get
I
around?
mean, it depends. Like, I mean, we have the metro system,
Yeah. Oh.
so you can hop on the metro, and depending where you want to go, like if you're still like saying like that same highway, you can get anywhere in like 30 minutes.
Oh
I mean,
shit.
unless you're in rush hour.
3 states?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So that's why it's
yeah. But
like
if
so
you're in
interconnected.
rush hour,
Nah.
you're not going anywhere for like a good hour and a half. Like
Okay.
it's bad. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So yeah, let's rewind a little bit back. I just needed to get
Yeah.
a little clear because I
Nah.
feel like a lot of people don't really understand that.
Nah, yeah, DMV. I mean, it's dope. Back home, it's a lot of Salvadoran. Like I'm from El
Oh,
Salvador,
word.
so my
Oh, I've
family's from
heard
El
that. Yeah,
Salvador.
yeah.
So back home, like we're real deep, like Salvadorans.
Dope.
It's probably like, as far as Latinos, I'll say like a good majority.
That's a hub.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a hub. Like you go out there, straight pupusas everywhere. So
Woo-hoo.
yeah,
Hell yeah, bro.
yeah, man. But like I was saying, so after high school, I decided to go to the clubs. So I got put on with a promotion company out there that I'm still working for. It's Amigo Productions.
Okay.
So they kind of helped me out as far as like the big leagues, pretty much, as you can say. So then I was just doing clubs, like they were testing me out, and then eventually, like they liked me. They gave me like every other week, and then eventually it led to,
Okay.
residencies and things like
Dope.
that. Yeah.
As far as like coming from high school going straight into nightclub, like you were just seen as like, oh, that's what he is, that's what he's gonna be, like he's just gonna climb up. I'm sure a lot of your classmates saw that for you.
I mean, honestly, like back home, it's like a lot of competition at the time.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot. Like there was
Oh shit.
people before me. Like there's like
In
a
high
lot
school
of dope
too?
DJs. Like not necessarily in my high school, but like around there was a lot of DJs coming up when I was coming up.
Okay. Yeah.
So there was a lot of competition. But yeah, like I just can't believe how far I've come.
Yeah.
A lot that really helped me also was like I guess social media
Yeah.
in a way, because that's
Yeah.
when Instagram was becoming a thing.
Yeah.
So I was always big on putting out mixes
Dope.
on SoundCloud,
Yeah. Yeah.
mixtapes, and people loved it. So that
Yeah.
was kind of my thing, like staying consistent with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say? Obviously, so people can get a little more tapped in with you. Like, what would you say are some of the biggest highlights for you as a DJ so far in your career?
Man, there's a lot, honestly. Like,
Dope.
because I mean, I want to say this year's like my 15th year of DJing. So
Oh, you've
there's been
in
a
the
lot,
game,
but
yeah.
yeah, like
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 29.
Okay.
Yeah, so about to be 30 soon. So
Dope.
yeah, been doing it for a while, but I guess one of them, like, I mean, the biggest highlight for sure was opening for Bad Bunny.
Sick.
Yeah, so
Dope.
it was his Ultimo Tour del Mundo. Like that was one of my favorite like tours for his.
Sick, bro. Hell yeah.
And fun fact, me and him have the same birthday, so
Ooh.
March 10th, it's coming out.
Did he do like an after party out there or anything or not?
He did with Orma, DJ
Oh,
Orma.
yeah. Okay.
So yeah, the opening up for Bad Bunny was crazy. Like it was at Capital One Arena. It was like sold out, 25,000 people. Like it was crazy. Like
Were you like on stage or to the side a little bit?
I was off to the side, but definitely it was like they gave me I
was
think
just
like 2 hours before he came on.
So
But
you
what's
didn't-
funny, like I still laugh at it when I look back. I'm like, yo, like the first hour I was so nervous that when I got there, I had all my equipment, like my equipment that I'm comfortable using. Like that first hour, I was freaking out because the mic wasn't working. Like the mic wasn't on. So I'm like, damn, why is the mic not working? And I'm like, let me just keep playing music. Then I asked somebody that's around, and nobody came. Like, I guess like the production team or nobody came to help me. So then pretty much I was like, what's going on? The second hour comes in, and I'm like, oh, I look down at my mixer. I'm like, oops, I just got to switch it on. Like that's how nervous I was. Like it's crazy. But once that mic turned on, I was like, yo,
feel you on that, bro.
It's time to go in. I'm in my zone.
You got to hyping everyone up.
Yeah, man. Like it was a party before the party, honestly.
Yeah.
But it was a great time. Opening for Bad Bunny is definitely like top right there.
Bro, that's a big one, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like so many DJs, especially in the Latin scene, that's the dream, bro.
Yeah, and like when they told me about it, I didn't believe it at first. I was like, nah, y'all lying. But then the day came and it happened, man. It's great.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah, it was great.
Dope. So yeah, that's huge, bro. And like, what about like as far as being a traveling DJ? Like, what are some highlights as far as that? Like getting to travel.
Yeah. So
off what you do.
I think I tried to start traveling. It was like shortly right before COVID.
Okay.
I think I did like my first few gigs out in LA.
Dope.
So that was pretty dope. I went with a couple other DJs. They helped. They put me on. That was right before COVID. Then COVID happened, so it slowed down. So as soon as everything opened up, I'm like, you know what? Traveling is where it's at.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like back home, it's cool, but after a while, you get tired of it. You know, because it's the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
But going to different states is like you get to experience something new. Like cultures are different. The music that people listen to is different.
Yeah.
So I feel like as a DJ, I'm growing every time I go to a different state.
Yeah.
So yeah, shortly right after COVID started, I was like, man, you know what? Let me just reach out to anybody.
Yeah.
And
That's
whoever
how you
says
got booked here, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I would see other DJs that I follow. I was like, okay, they're doing this club, maybe. You know, they'll book me. Like, let me shoot my shot pretty much. You know, let me slide in the DMs.
Hey, that goes to show, like, if you hit up Calle, you might get lucky and get booked,
for sure.
flown out, the whole shebang. You just gotta be legit. You know, if you go on your page and you know you're not really promoting or doing nothing for yourself,
for
like,
sure. The Instagram is a big thing. Like, whatever you put on there, that's what it's kind of like a resume.
It really is.
You can think about it like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and I mean, to this day, I don't know how many states I've done. But off the top of my head, I mean, I've done some pretty large cities that you could think of, like Chicago, here, San Fran, down Houston, Dallas, the Carolinas, Miami.
So far, what's been your favorite city to play?
Oh man, yeah, Portland. Let's go with
Portland. Nah, you can't say Portland.
For sure, man. Houston, bro.
Houston. They go crazy.
They could party. Like when I tell you, they got after hours for the after hours, like. Every time I go to Houston, I miss my flight. Like I swear on everything, I always miss my flight, and I have to come back the next day. Like Houston can party. Like
that's fire, bro.
Can party, bro.
I've always wanted to go to Texas just in general, bro. I feel like they got a lot of dope, crazy clubs out there, right? Like huge clubs.
Yeah, and it's very diverse down there too. So you know they have a lot of clubs, a lot of people. Like it's a good time.
Dope, man. What about for the up and coming DJs? Like obviously you have this journey, and I'm sure you faced, you know, like you're just talking about the competition out there, and you know you've probably faced just with anyone that's going through life, you know, hurdles and shit. Like what's something for the up and coming generation of DJs you think is something you wanna, you know, some advice?
Yeah,
you know?
I mean definitely now. You know, times are changing, technology's changing. Definitely use social media to your advantage. You have TikTok, stream live, like that's an easy way to gain followers. Stream live, keep your Instagram like up to date. Like, I mean, it's cool to have like pictures and stuff, but like put out content, like put out mixes, SoundCloud, get your stuff heard. YouTube, there's so much that you can use as far as social media that can get you places. And trust me, somebody out there will eventually find your stuff and then
Bro, there's so many random ass DJs on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they're just in their bedroom or something, no crazy setup or nothing, just DJing. They got fucking 3 million views.
Nah, bro, it's crazy. I'm like, and sometimes I mean, not to hate, but like the mixes aren't
you're like,
good.
damn, I'm slacking. You know,
I'm like, man, I could barely get like 100 views, and they got thousands. I'm like, how?
How do you do that?
It's all the algorithm stuff, you know. But definitely use social media to your advantage. You know, if you want to get into the clubs, go to the clubs. Like, don't like as far as, I mean, not out of state, but like local. Like, go to the clubs. Talk to people, talk to the DJs there, talk to the promoters. You know, keep showing love, and then eventually they'll show you love, you know. So.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing I think for me and for what I've seen work everywhere actually out here locally is like you just got to become familiar to everyone. So people just like see you and they're like, "Oh, what's up, y'all?" Like, and then just naturally comes. Like I've offered since I booked DJs here in the Gold Room right now. I've offered most of my gigs to people that actually come out and support us. You know, so I'm like, oh yeah, you can. I'll give you a shot, bro. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. No.
So I mean, I feel like there's a lot of DJs that could benefit for sure off that, bro.
Nah, definitely. And then you also get to go and listen to what the DJ plays. You get familiar with it, and if it's something in your comfort zone, then by all means go for it.
Yeah, because you also got to understand the crowd of each club. I feel like we definitely have a distinct crowd here. That's just a little bit different than other spots. So yeah, man, that's dope. Yeah. I agree with you 100%.
For sure.
I got a question for you, bro. Actually, since I myself, I DJ and I MC.
Hmm.
You're fucking nasty on that microphone, bro. What are some tips and tricks, or maybe some of your favorite lines, little ad libs that you like to do to
Yeah.
hype up the crowd?
Ah, man, honestly, like when I tell you, like when I first started, obviously everybody when they start is nervous. Like
Mm.
you're
Oh
not,
yeah,
you're not, you don't want to grab that mic. Like
yeah,
I always wanted to stay away from it as much as I can. Like the only times I would grab the mic is, to make an announcement. Oh, I found a wallet or I found somebody's phone.
yeah.
Like I was so scared, but eventually, like what I started doing, was when I was driving. Like if I was
Mm.
driving to work or whatever, like casually just driving, turn on some music and try to talk over it.
Yeah.
Nobody's hearing you. You're by yourself. Just practice. Like
Yo, that's
just
real.
shout random things
Yeah.
out. Like that's what I eventually started practicing and
Okay,
started coming.
that's
Then I
fine.
started, integrating it into the clubs, listening to other DJs, kind of see what they say.
Mm.
So that kind of helped me a lot. I used to always listen to DJs, like a lot of DJs from New York,
Mm.
radio DJs and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, they go crazy.
So
Yeah.
like for example, like Alex Sensation, he's one of like my people I look up to.
Yeah.
Like that guy is incredible. His voice, like all of that.
Hell yeah.
So I kind of try to learn off of DJs that are up there doing it pretty
Yeah,
much.
you got to put me on to some dope MC DJs. That way I can,
Nah, for sure.
take a little bit of the sauce. Shit.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. Like, but definitely like just practice in
Mhm.
that home in your car.
Yeah.
That's the best time to do it.
Yeah, because I'm definitely trying to like up my repertoire. I feel like right now I just got my go to.
Donde están las mujeres solteras?
Yeah, I got my go tos, man. What are your go tos?
My go-tos, man. I'm just one of my big ones always is that I can always get away with lo que están bebiendo. Anybody that's drinking, solteras. I always try to like the next song that I'm gonna play. Like if I know the lyrics and stuff like that, I try to like
Tease
maybe
it.
kind of tease it and
Uh-huh.
like sing parts of it
Yeah.
into the mic so the crowd can kind of feed
Yeah,
off of that and they're
yeah.
like, oh, okay, this is coming up.
It's coming up.
Or kind of like if I'm going into a new genre, I'll be like, who loves quién le gusta el reggaetón clásico or
Okay.
lo nuevo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kind of things like that, just kind of like having a conversation with the
Yeah.
crowd pretty much,
No,
feeding
man.
off of them.
I like that, bro, because the way I got into music was because I was rapping as a
Mhm.
teenager, and then I definitely freestyle in the car while I'm growing up,
Yeah.
put on some beats and shit, So I'm fucking doing the MC
Yeah.
thing too, Hell yeah, bro. Let's see what else. Brainstorm. We can just cut through all this. um, yeah. What's up? Anything you want to talk about?
um I mean, I definitely like. I love coming out to the West Coast, just because compared to the East Coast, like it's so different.
Yeah.
Like it's very different, like culture wise. I feel like when I do East Coast clubs, like back home, it's more like, I guess more like clubs are more like, how can I say it, like bottle focused, like section focused.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like it takes away from the party scene.
Yeah.
But when I come out to the West Coast, I'm like, yo, all these clubs are more like dance focused or
Yeah.
dance floor. Like they still have their sections, but it's more about
Yeah.
people on the dance floor. Like
Yeah.
and then out here you can play a lot of more, different genres. Like
Yeah.
you have your reggaeton. You can go into I know there's a lot of Mexicans out here. You got a lot of hot Mexican music coming out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You could definitely get away with that. But I love it out here, man. Like West Coast is
That's
dope.
true, man. See, I haven't experienced too much of the East Coast like nightlife.
Yeah,
So it's
I mean,
always interesting.
It's
to hear
dope
about.
out there too. It's very diverse. Like you have a lot of Dominicans, Central Americans, South Americans. Like it's everything.
Mhm.
So I feel like that kind of helped me just because, in a way where I had to learn different types of music.
Yeah.
And then eventually, how can I put these together? Or how can I
Yeah.
create a set that's flawless and seamless as far as
Yeah.
like transitions?
Hell yeah.
So out there, it's like you got to be quick. Like mixing is quick. Like 30 to a minute songs max. 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't want to bore the crowd out. So that's kind of how I adapted that style. Just quick mixing.
Yeah.
Quick. I've never really let the song play out too long.
You know Quick Mix? Quick
DJ
Mix
Quick
Rick?
Mix? No.
Oh, okay. That's his
Quick
name,
Mix,
you know?
Quick
Yeah,
Mix,
yeah,
yeah.
he's fucking fast with it, bro. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard a lot of the East Coast DJs that come out here, like, just
Get to it.
Just toss them out.
Boom.
Yeah.
Or even just the chorus. Like let the chorus play next. Chorus play next.
I feel like out here the crowd definitely likes to hear more of the song. Like they love to sing along
Yeah,
to
and I've
it.
noticed that too.
Yeah,
Like when I come out here, I try to let it play out a little bit more, just because
yeah,
they're feeling it. So
yeah, yeah.
definitely.
Like out here, like people sometimes are like, "Why you change it?" Like it's the
Yeah, back
opposite
home, if
sometimes.
I let it play too long, they're like, okay, we
Yeah,
get it.
that's
Um,
crazy, bro. It's weird
It is
how.
different, man. But that's why I'm saying, like traveling, like you get to
Mhm.
see different things. Like
Yeah,
everywhere you go is different,
hell yeah.
honestly, and it's dope. And I loved out here, yo. You leave the club, you got hot dogs outside, like, yo, like them things are bomb for sure. Like,
That shit smells bomb as soon as you're walking
yeah,
up,
they're
huh?
already. I walked in, they're already getting that stuff ready. So,
Yep.
yeah.
No, man. We just started doing that too. Because out here, like, the food sales definitely affect, like, as far as, like, the operation of the club.
Mhm.
It definitely affects, like, how much they charge you for insurance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're like, yo, you're not doing nothing to get the people sober or, like, to not let them get too drunk. Your fucking premium is gonna be this much higher.
Oh, dang.
So that's been helping a lot with the food sales. The people just seeing it right away, like, oh, they got food, okay, and it's smelling bomb. Like,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
yeah, man, it's been going great with that.
Nah, that's what's up.
Yeah, okay. So now I actually just got an idea. Yeah, here, can you send me the questions, bro, that you asked JQ? Put you on the hot seat real quick. We got DJ questions. All right, we got DJ Machado, putting him on the hot seat. These are the DJ questions. We're going to try to start asking all our guest DJs these questions. So we're going to start off one by one. First question. Right now, what is your favorite genre?
Ooh, right now, man. Right now, that's a hard one, man. It's so many genres, but I would. I can't. It's hard to choose one.
Yeah.
But like right now, what I really like to play in the clubs is like music that has like that Jersey club style.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it has like that bounce beat to it.
Yeah, that shit's
And I mean,
popping off right
I
now.
use a lot of remixes and
Yeah.
stuff. Like you have your reggaeton that brings it behind or
Yeah.
limbo. But I love those like
Jersey club.
because you like people don't expect it once they hear that beat. They're like, oh, okay, it's
Yeah,
different. Because
yeah.
they'll hear the regular song, but then that beat comes in. I'm like,
Yep.
okay,
Yeah.
and it kind of pumps the crowd up. So
Actually, yeah, that's one of my favorites too right now.
yeah.
What is the most played song in your library?
The most played song, ooh, probably Zafaera by Bad Bunny. I think
Shit,
that
probably me too. Actually,
to
no,
this
like,
day, like I feel like I still play it at every club I go to.
hell yeah.
It's just a hit.
All right, favorite tempo.
120s to 130s
That's a good one.
BPM. That's the high energy time, like prime time right there.
Sync or no sync?
Oh, no sync, no sync. Sync throws it off. If anything,
Yeah.
you gotta have that ear for it. Like,
Damn.
don't look at the laptop. Don't look at the screen. Just have that ear for it, and it just matches perfectly.
Do you use headphones?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know how. I mean, I kind of know because you have your cue points and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know how DJs can do it without headphones.
Yeah.
Like it, I feel like that's the whole experience of DJing.
DJ,
Like, you're
like
listening.
hearing
to-
what's coming. Yeah.
yeah.
Setting up
So
what's coming.
headphones for sure. Like
Mhm.
if I don't have them, I feel off. Like I don't
Yeah.
feel there.
CDJs or vinyl?
I grew up on CDJs. I've been trying to get a pair. If you got a pair that you could donate to me, I want to set up at home a little vinyl studio little
vinyl setup?
Yeah, 'cause
Hell yeah.
I want it like right now. I'm good scratching with my right,
Mhm.
but I definitely want to incorporate more of my
Dope.
left.
Dope.
Getting that. If I can lock that in, I'm
Mm-hmm.
set.
USB or Serato?
Serato.
Dope.
I don't know if I could. I don't know. Serato is just so handy. Like
It really is.
you got
right?
so many tools there.
Yeah.
USBs on occasions, like if it's more of a chill
Yeah.
kind of party or
Do
something
you,
laid
do you
back.
have the backup USB?
I have I have two backup USB sticks, and then I have a backup hard drive as well, just in case.
Dope.
Yeah.
I gotta do that, man. Cause you
Yeah,
never know,
because
bro.
bro, trust me. One time, my the first MacBook that I got when I started DJing, I accidentally spilled a soda on it. The whole computer was fried, and I was like, "Oh, I lost everything."
Damn.
So at that time, I didn't know how to take apart the computer or anything. I didn't even try. I was like, you
Yeah.
know what, I'm gonna get a new computer, start off fresh. Luckily, I had a couple, friends that were DJs. They,
Yeah.
gave me some of their music. But eventually, I tore apart the old one. I was like, man, let me test it. Let me see what I could do. Pulled out the old hard drive, and luckily I could recover
Oh,
it.
dope.
So, but now it sucks because I have all that music. It's all unorganized.
Yeah.
Like my crates are everywhere right now. Like it's
Yeah.
so bad. Like I haven't organized my crates in like two
Bro,
years.
I'm the worst at that.
Like I hate like I'll say okay, I'm gonna set a certain day to organize. I go 10 minutes in and I'm like, all right, I'm over this.
Bro,
Right now,
it really takes all day.
yeah, like my crates right now since 2023 are months. So March
Okay.
2023, April 2023,
Yeah.
up
yeah.
to this day, like it's still
God damn.
February 2025. Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, man, I gotta get organized, man.
That kind of goes into the next question: set list or freestyle?
Depends. I'm more of a freestyle,
So,
just because you could never go into unless you are resident there, then you know what exactly you're gonna play. But like for example, like when I go out of state, you don't know what you're gonna expect.
yeah.
So
Reading
I
the
always try to
crowd.
freestyle it, test out the crowd, play certain songs. If they don't like it, quickly switch it. So freestyle, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, well, you already answered the next one. You got 15 years of DJing, right?
Yeah.
So, the best DJ dance move.
Best DJ dance move. Dang. I
Do you
dance?
gotta go to?
I tap my foot. That's
You're
my
just a
dance
foot
move.
tapper.
Nah, I like to like
Yeah.
pump,
Yeah.
do something like that.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm always tapping my foot. That's mine. I'm just there behind the booth, going to the tempo.
Dope.
Yeah.
What's this last one? The last question is, okay, so tonight, for example, it's prime time. You got the crowd going crazy. What's that song you're gonna pull out under your sleeve that you know is just gonna get them even more crazy? Your prime time go-to song that's gonna pop it off for sure.
Prime time go to right now. Dang, y'all putting me on the spot, big time. um, I would say, Jesus. I like to turn like when I'm ready like to turn up. I'll start off with like some guaracha, like
Hell yeah.
really start it off. Honestly, like any guaracha will do it. Um,
Guaracha does great here for sure.
yeah, like it just I don't know, it's the energy, and then I can. And most of the time when I talk most is over like EDM or guaracha or house music,
Yeah.
just because it has like long build-ups.
You do Yo no quiero agua.
Yeah, like it has long build-ups, and then that's where I can really interact with the crowd. I can be like, okay, who's single, who doesn't, who's not working tomorrow, things like that, like
Yeah,
little
yeah.
little fun little things to do with the crowd. But definitely like when I'm ready to, go in, it's got to be house or guaracha. Like
Dope.
that's the go-to right there.
Is it like let's say if we pinned it down to a specific song,
Specific song.
is there like a crazy guaracha edit or house edit that you have?
I have so many, man, but I like using some edits from Refresh, DJ Refresh.
Oh yeah.
He has some dope ones. ETX has some dope ones too. Those are like my two go-tos for like hype music. Refresh, ETX.
Dope. Yeah, now that we're talking about DJs, let's say you have a Mount Rushmore of your top inspiration as a DJ. Who are your like top four people that you kind of look to as far as like feeding off of like and get inspired from their skills and the whole vibe and their sets and all
Yeah.
that.
I mean, in no specific order, I would say for sure Alex Sensation from La Mega in New York. He's like, ever since growing up, like I would always listen to him. I'm like, dang, he sounds so good. Like
Dope.
he knows what to play. There's also DJ Camilo. He's more like hip hop Latin based. I like listening to him. He just has that high energy. Who else can we put in the top four? There's so many, man. Like back home, one of my boys, DJ Suelto.
That's
He's
a dope DJ name.
yeah, he's Nati Natasha's tour DJ.
Oh, fire.
So I kind of came up when he was already in the game, and I would always look up to him. Like he was just doing so much radio, so I kind of looked up to him there. And then who else can we put? Man, there's so many. Like every DJ is different in their own ways. Honestly, like you can learn something from any DJ for real. But
for real.
who can I don't know, man. Who would be my fourth? Myself. Can I add
Yeah,
myself?
hell yeah, you're right up
Um,
there.
but yeah, and I mean honestly, like I try to learn from every DJ.
Hmm.
Like I follow so many on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, I kind of see what they're doing. How are
Hmm.
they being successful? Kind of try to learn from them different things, especially how you carry yourself on social media,
Yeah.
or where they're getting booked at. Kind
Hell
of
yeah.
yeah.
Dope. Oh, here's another one. What is your DJ superpower?
DJ superpower.
Yeah, it's like for some people, it's the mic skills, it's the transitions.
Hmm, that's a good one too. Dang. Okay. DJ superpower. Um, I feel like with me, it's just the energy, man. Just trying to keep it always up here.
Yeah.
Like, never let that, you know, crowd drop. Like, just
Hmm.
keep them going the whole time. Because for me, it's like when I see people walk off the dance floor, it's like, oh, I did something
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, yeah,
So I'm like, you know what? I have to go in, like keeping that energy. So for sure, being energetic at
yeah.
all
Yeah.
times,
Oh
even if
yeah.
it's a slow night, like just trying to keep it energized. Like,
Hell yeah.
I think that'll be my superpower.
Fire.
Yeah, keeping that energy.
Hell yeah, bro. As far as there was a we're trying to do this segment where the last guest asks the next guest a question. Um, and the last guest, which was damn, who was it? I forget, but the question that they asked was like, what's something that, as far as in your city, you're excited about, or like you're putting a lot of work into, and maybe even like coming up with other people, or something that you're doing like in the city that's you know.
Yeah. I mean, for me right now, recently, I think I have 2 years now. That's when I joined the radio station out there, the
Oh,
Latino
fire.
radio station.
Yeah.
It's Soul 107.9. It's a Odyssey station. So it's real big out there. So I joined
Fire.
them back in 2023.
You do got that radio
Uh,
voice, huh?
yeah, so definitely, I mean, that's been a big help also. Like, that's a whole different market.
Yeah.
Like, it's way different than clubs. Radio
Mm-hmm.
is a whole nother beast.
Dope.
So definitely, I want to have more focus towards that. Maybe eventually having like my own show on radio or something like that.
Fire.
So that's something I really want to focus on. And then eventually also doing my own parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's hard, but definitely like getting a team together that's down to come from
Yeah.
the bottom, and then eventually
Yo,
making a dope ass party.
that's how this club was born. We proceed um, came from that. Myself, we came
Mm,
from just throwing parties,
yeah.
um, and then yeah, man, proceed
Man,
fucking.
like you guys, every time I see your Instagram, man, that marketing is A1, bro. Like
Thank you.
my man Shadow be on the beach, toes out. He's like, "Yo, what up? Yo, this the rundown for the week. Check it out. We got such and such coming in. It's about to be a great. Like, yo, props to you guys, man. Y'all
Thank you,
killing
man.
it. Y'all killing it for real.
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. I don't even know where that idea came from. I feel like obviously being on social media, you see
Yeah,
people talking in front of the camera,
yeah,
and I never seen that in this city specifically as far as nightclubs.
yeah.
I was like, fuck, I'm shy as hell, but
Man, like he
like
did the one for me. He's like my man over there doing some cafe con ron and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is different
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
promo, but I like it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
hell
it
yeah,
was dope. It was dope, man.
hell yeah. We're hyped to Cafe con Ron, March 16th. Be ready. It's about to be
I might
crazy.
just book my flight and come back just to come
Hey.
experience that.
But yeah, man. Yeah. What's coming up for Machado, man? What can the people look out for
Um,
Machado in the future?
for sure. I'm working on a new. I have my own app, so I'm
Oh
working on
shit.
an update.
Okay.
Definitely trying to get new DJs on board. Cause I
What type
like
of app is it?
it's a mobile app. Pretty much, you could say like a SoundCloud. Like
Oh, dope.
I upload my mixes.
Dope.
Instead of people having to go and search on YouTube DJs, like
Mm,
I try to have give the opportunity to different DJs,
fire.
that want to grow,
Yeah.
but can't really get that exposure.
Yeah.
Like I could use that platform to kind of help
That's
them out as
dope.
well. Um, so definitely, like I want to focus a lot on that app. It's kind of hard to balance it, just
Hmm.
putting out mixes and doing radio and clubs. Like it's
That's a
kind of
lot.
hard to balance, and
Yeah.
then making mixes takes so long. But it's definitely something I want to put like a lot of effort into.
Yeah.
Keeping it consistent.
What's the name? What's the name
DJ
of that?
Machado app.
Oh,
So you
fire.
could just search it up. I think right now it might have some issues just because it's transferring to the new app.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a 3.0 version or something, but
Okay.
it should definitely be a lot better. Um, I do want to grow like my YouTube.
Yeah.
I want to try out the scenic backgrounds and DJing live and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I've tried it at the clubs, recording my sets.
Yeah.
So that's probably something I'll start doing, just so that people can listen to it. Also.
Yeah, you got that camera now.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. I'm doing it tonight. We're gonna
Hell
set it
yeah.
up. So
Hell yeah.
for sure, be expecting something down on YouTube.
Fire,
Yeah.
fire. Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for joining us, man. DJ Machado, make sure you look out for him. I know he's about to go downstairs and murder in about, I don't know, 15, 20
Oh, yeah,
minutes.
whoever's opening up right now is killing it. Cause trust me, I feel the energy, and it's just gonna feed off. It's
Yup.
gonna pass it on to me.
Hell yeah.
But definitely, I'm looking forward to tonight. And thank you guys once again for
Hell yeah.
having me. Yeah, let's go kill it.
Let's go kill it. That was En La Calle podcast. Make sure y'all keep tuning in. Thank y'all for watching, and peace out. Hell yeah. That shit was smooth.